Hey everyone, welcome back to US Mint News and Reviews. I'm Son of a Silverstacker. Also, wanted to thank you for keeping up with the channel. I know I did the name change from Son of a Silverstacker to US Mint News and Reviews, so thank you very much. Also, check this out. I'm selling real estate near Walt Disney World here in Central Florida. So if you want to buy an investment home, an Airbnb, a second house, or even a primary residence, give me a buzz. I got you covered. Now over here to moneymetals.com, you're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle whose premium is $8.39, and they're going to give you $24.76 for each one that you sell back. Now over here to the bullion sales at the United States Mint. I'm telling you, it does say bullion, not 3-ullion. Sales totals by month are updated every weekday by 5 p.m. You're looking at 15 million, or I'm sorry, 1.5 million for September, and we're at 16 million for the year. And I think maybe, just maybe, we might get to see 20 million total because we only made 15 million last year. All right, so that's kind of something. Now, over here to coinworld.net, there's an article, an excellent article, if you might say, by Paul Giilkes. This is from yesterday, September 14, 2023. The title of the article is U.S. Mint Open Survey calls for comment on 2026 coin designs. Now, we've talked about this a little bit, but this one goes into much greater detail, and it is fantastic. So thank you to Mr. Paul Giilkes. It says here in 2026, for the nation's 250th anniversary, new obverse portraits of George Washington and John F. Kennedy will replace these now appearing on circulation. U.S. quarter dollars and half dollars. Further changes are outlined under the redesign law. So let's keep on keeping on. The U.S. Mint is soliciting public input on the redesign of all circulating U.S. coins in 2026 in recognition of the nation's 250th anniversary. The redesign is being exercised under the provisions of the Circulating Collectible Coin Redesign Act of 2020, Public Law 116-330, which authorizes the U.S. Mint to produce new designs on select circulating coins from 2022 through 2030. Isn't that something? That's a mighty long time. The circulating coin redesign is to celebrate the semi-quincentennial of the United States and is for the year 2026 only, all right? It addresses the Lincoln cent, the Jefferson 5 cent, and the Roosevelt dime with further special provisions for the quarter dollar, half dollar, and dollar denominations. What? Yeah, exactly, right? The U.S. Mint is considering a variety of possible themes for the 2026 commemorative circulating coins. The Bureau is inviting the American public to take a brief survey about the thematic concepts being considered and share additional ideas. Folks, this is huge, and if you want, you can follow this link right here, and it'll get you over to, I imagine, this particular site, and you can provide feedback. It looks a little bit like this, and at the very end, if it doesn't cover one of the items you want to talk about, or at least see on minted coins from the United States Mint, well, you can put in your 2 cents over there. See what I did there? Punny. Now, survey. Those interested in participating directed online to take the survey, which is now open through October 10th. You have less than a month, folks, and I imagine you could probably take this more than once, the survey. In collaboration with representatives from the Smithsonian Institute, the National Archives and Records Administration, the Library of Congress, and the National Park Service, the U.S. Mint has drafted thematic concepts for consideration to share with the public for comment. Now, here we go. The Bureau is requesting public input to further inform the development of the United States circulating coins in 2026 through the survey. Those participating in the survey may also contribute at the end of the survey additional themes for consideration. And I put the, I believe the 1992 ADA, Americans with Disability Act, I think that's a big deal. Now, from which proposed designs can be rendered by the U.S. Mint metallic artists outside U.S. Mint Artistic Infusion Program artists. Now, some of the proposed themes posted in the survey are familiar, having been visited before in the design process for previous U.S. commemorative, circulating, and precious metal coins. The concept being considered for the 2026 semi-quincentennial coin designs comprise, and here we go, this is a big long laundry list. Now here we go. The Declaration of Independence, the first major historic change impacting our country. Change, I like that, punny. The U.S. Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, abolition of slavery, the 13th Amendment, passed by Congress January 31st, 1865, and ratified December 6, 1865. And there we go. Women's suffrage, the 19th Amendment, passed by Congress June 4, 1919, and ratified August 18, 1920, which granted the women the right to vote. Now, Civil Rights Act of 64, signed into law by President Lyndon Baines Johnson on July 2, 1964, prohibited discrimination in public places, provided for the integration of schools and other public facilities and made employment discrimination illegal. Principles expressed in our founding documents, that's the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights, the concepts expressed in the Declaration of Independence, were not only revolutionary in 1776, see what they did there, but extraordinary in human history. In declaring truths to be self-evident and asserting individual rights, the framers employed ancient and Enlightenment era ideas and combined them to found a new modern nation. The thematic concept would explore the Declaration, including perhaps the grievances that inspired the American independence. They could have done something this year featuring the Boston Tea Party, which was December 1773. It would consider the Constitution as a blueprint for our democracy. That's a funny word. I don't think we're a democracy. But if you ask Google machine, is the United States meant a democracy? Well, this AI comes up. It says the United States is a representative democracy. But it also says that it's a constitutional federal republic. But the non-AI, that's over here, while often categorized as a democracy, the United States is more accurately defined as a constitutional federal republic. Isn't that something? Now, finally, it would explore the Bill of Rights as a document guaranteeing individual and states' rights. Depictions of liberty from our founding United States coins have been struck with designs featuring allegorical concepts of liberty. This is amazing, folks. For almost the entire history of the United States coins, liberty has been represented through personification, most typically in the form of a woman, or Lady Liberty, as she's better known. More recently, the Mint has produced coins depicting the concept of liberty by way of other symbols, and you know these two coins and metals, the American Mustang, right, or the indigenous bristlecone pine. Isn't that something? That's perseverance right there. Depictions of historic figures, this thematic concept would feature key historic figures central to the meaningful American progress. The following examples are illustrative, all right, this, I guess, not necessarily what they're going to be, but just illustrating this is what they could be, right? George Washington, the American Revolution, Alice Paul and the Declaration of Sentiments, Frederick Douglass and the 13th Amendment, Elizabeth Petrovich and the Anti-Discrimination Act of 1945, Rosa Parks and the Civil Rights Act, and Harvey Milk and LGBTQ plus rights. I hope I said that right. Close reading of the Declaration of Independence, which would portray or interpret essential phrases on the Declaration of Independence. Philosophies that inspired the founding of our nation, philosophers such as Aristotle, Cicero, John Locke, Algernon Sidney, and Thomas Jefferson developed many of the ideas woven through the founding documents, such as the ideas of liberty, equality, and that government should serve the common interests of all people. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, interpreting the unalienable rights of liberty, life, and the pursuit of happiness as presented in the Declaration of Independence. Now it goes here, fundamental freedoms protected by the First Amendment, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, right to assemble, and the right to petition. Ideas that define our, there's so many here, it's amazing. Now it says here, ideas that define our democracy is liberty, self-government, equality, individualism, diversity, knowledge, and unity. 250 years where we began, where we've been, where we're going. I like this one, exploring our nation's history to include the period leading up to 1776, major milestones along our 250th year history, and what our future might require in the pursuit of a more perfect union. Now it's got some founding principles that shape the American identity, and really, I think that's the American identity right there. That's why our country is so innovative, because we're not a collectivist society where everybody shares the same idea. We're individuals who come up with our own ideas and then share them with the group. Now it says emphasizing the distinctiveness of America, interpreting the American identity from several perspectives, American history, illustrating how our institutions and citizens measure the nation against the promise that all men and women, of course, are created equal. Civic engagement in our democracy, there's that word again, to portraying examples of civic engagement and highlighting the role of citizens in a democracy. There's that word again. Activities that are key to our democracy, there it is again, including voting, petitioning, running for office, peacefully protesting, serving on a jury, and paying taxes. Knowledge-based democracy. I explore America as a knowledge-based and participatory democracy. Designs would highlight the critical role that citizens play in preserving democracy, not only in voting, but specifically the importance of knowledge, reason, and rational, informed debate. That's funny, rational. Yeah. Redesign provisions. Here we go. Under the provisions of Public Law 116.330, the Treasury Secretary may direct the placement of mandated inscriptions, United States of America, in God We Trust, and E Pluribus Unum, on either the obverse or reverses of the denominations being redesigned. Up to $5 quarter dollars bearing different designs emblematic of the 250th anniversary can be issued, with at least one emblematic of a woman's or women's contribution to the birth of the nation or Declaration of Independence or any other monumental moments in American history. The Treasury Secretary may also direct the Mint to issue $1 coins emblematic of the 250th anniversary, in addition to the annual single Native American dollar. Oh, what? and the 4 American Innovation Dollars. That's something else right there. That's really cool. Now, more changes in 2027. Beginning in 2027, any coin redesigned in 2026 will revert to the immediately previous designs, except the $quarter and $half. Here we go. Up to 5 $quarter will be issued annually bearing the reverse designs reflecting single sports enjoyed by American youth. The common obverse is to bear a completely new portrait of George Washington. Can you dig it? Now, over here for the $half beginning in 2027, that's going to happen, folks, really quickly. I mean, we're near 2024, right, already. The common obverse is to bear a completely new portrait of George Washington. For the $half beginning in 2027, the reverse will depict different Paralympic sports. The obverse will retain a portrait of President John F. Kennedy, albeit a different rendition than that by Chief Engraver Gilroy Roberts, first introduced on the $half in 1964. So I'd imagine 2026 and 2027 Kennedy $half will probably be key date. There might be some key date coins in all of this. This is amazing. The sports-themed coins will be issued at the rate of 5 $quarter annually through the calendar year 2030, with one redesigned $half featuring Paralympic designs each year from 2027 through 2030 inclusive. That's amazing. The $quarter and $half designs would also be issued in 3/9 fine silver bullion versions with the weight and fineness of each coin in cues on the edge. Now, wouldn't it be something if they also made those 5-ounce quarters again, please? Yes, please. Can we have them, please? That would be something. Well, there's that article. I hope you dig it, folks. I know I did. Now, over here to the plus ones. Bam! This is Psalm 47:10. And it says here, the nobles of the people gathered, the people of God of Abraham, for the protectors of the earth are God's. He is exceedingly exalted. That's I think what that means to me is that those who made sacrifices for the sake of God will be gathered under his protection. Now, like Abraham, they left their family and heritage to follow God. That's right. Isn't that something? That's amazing. Now, today's a really special day, and we got the 3/9 fine, 99.9. This is John Lennon, just like starting over. And that's what's the deal. I hope you dig it, folks. I know I did. And I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for coming by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It's free. Stacker out.